Hi there, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will learn to solve trigonometric equations. Altogether, there are 11 questions. Go through one by one and get a piece of paper and pen to try out the questions together. Okay, before we start to solve trigonometric function, let's do some revision. Okay, we have learned how to do the labeling of the quadrant. So this is the first quadrant. Second quadrant, remember you have to move in anti-clockwise to do the labeling of the quadrant. This is the third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, we also have learned how to do the labeling of the acute angle. Okay, in first quadrant, this is the location of the acute angle. Remember, the corresponding acute angle must lie between the x-axis and the radius in each of the quadrant here. Okay, and we also learn how to identify the quadrant where sine is positive, tangent is positive, or cos is positive by using add sugar to coffee. Okay, so using this you can easily identify the quadrants where the given trigonometric function is positive or negative. Okay, remember in first quadrant all positive, in second quadrant only sine is positive, the rest will be negative. In third quadrant only tangent is positive, in fourth quadrant only cos is positive. Okay, now I'm going to teach you how to find the angle when you are given the corresponding acute angle. Okay, so before that, let me do the labeling of the acute angle. Okay, this is the position of the acute angle. Okay, remember the shape of the butterfly, that will be easier for you to remember. Okay, so this is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, now here you are given or you have the acute angle. Now you are going to find the size of the actual angle. So in first quadrant, remember you have to move from the positive x-axis until you reach the radius. So in first quadrant, the size of the angle is theta. In second quadrant, okay, the actual value of the angle. Okay, so in order to find that, you move from positive x-axis until you reach the radius. Okay, therefore here remember this is the actual size of the angle. In order to find the actual size, what you can do is you take the whole thing, that is 180 minus the corresponding acute angle in second quadrant. Therefore in second quadrant it is 180 minus theta. Okay, you do the same thing for third quadrant. Okay, in third quadrant, okay, angle in third quadrant, so again you move from the positive x-axis until you reach the radius in third quadrant. So in order to find the size of the angle here, you need to take 180 plus the acute angle. So the angle in third quadrant will be 180 plus theta. And the last one for the fourth quadrant. Okay, again you move from positive x-axis until you reach the radius in fourth quadrant. So remember, you need to involve the acute angle in fourth quadrant. Therefore, in order to find the angle, you have to use 360 minus theta. 360 will be the whole thing minus the corresponding acute angle in fourth quadrant. Therefore, you have the formula 360 minus theta in order to find the size of angle in fourth quadrant. Okay, so now we can conclude that in first quadrant it is theta, in second quadrant it is 180 minus theta, in third quadrant it is 180 plus theta, and in fourth quadrant it is 360 minus theta. Okay, you have to remember all for here in order to solve a trigonometric equation. Question 1, you are given tangent x equals to 1. Okay, the first thing you have to find the acute angle. So use your calculator to find the acute angle. Okay, and here you will get 45 degree as the acute angle. So I'm going to use theta as the symbol for acute angle here. Okay, once you have the acute angle, now you can identify the sine. Okay, the second thing you have to identify the sine of the given value. So the sine of the given value here, it is a positive value. Okay, therefore now you have to check in which quadrant tangent is positive. So list out the quadrant where tangent is positive. So tangent will be positive in first quadrant and third quadrant. Okay, now in first quadrant the x is theta, and in third quadrant it is 180 plus theta. And substitute the value of theta now. So the first value is 45 and the second value is 180 plus 45. Therefore the final answer of x will be 45 and 225 degree. Okay, so these are the possible value of x, and you must check the range. So here the range of x is given between 0 and 360. Therefore these two values are acceptable, and they are the answer for this question. Question 2, given sine x equals to negative 0.5. Okay, so first thing, remember, must find the acute angle. So here shift sine, you will get sine negative 1. And remember, in order to find the acute angle, you just use the positive value. So here we just use 0.5. And by using the calculator, you will get a 30 degree as the acute angle theta. Okay, next you have to check the sine. So here the sine of the given value is negative. Okay, so now identify the quadrant where the function sine is negative. So sine negative will be in third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, remember, in first quadrant all positive, in second quadrant only sine is positive. But here we want the sine, the function sine, to be negative. Therefore it is in third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So the quadrant involved here will be quadrant 3 and 4. In third quadrant, okay, it is 180 plus theta, and in fourth quadrant it is 360 minus theta. Okay, now substitute the acute angle to find the possible values of x. So the first value will be 210 and the second value will be 330 degree. Okay, so these are the possible values of x for the second question. Question 3, you are given cotangent x equals to negative 0.4532. Okay, so remember cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So cotangent x can be written as 1 over tangent x equals to the given value. Or you may rewrite this equation as tangent x equals to negative 2.2065. Okay, so using this, now you can find the acute angle. So use your calculator, shift tangent 2.2065. Remember to use just a positive value, and you will obtain the acute angle as 65 degree 37 minutes. Okay, next you have to check the sine. Okay, the sine here is negative. The value here now is negative. So the function tangent will be negative in second quadrant and fourth quadrant. So the quadrant involved for this question will be second quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, so once you have identified the quadrant, now you can calculate the x. In second quadrant, it is 180 minus the acute angle, that is 65 degree 37 minutes. And in fourth quadrant it is 360 minus theta, therefore 360 degree minus 65 degree 37 minutes. Simplify this to obtain the final answer. So the final answer will be 114 degree and 32 minutes. Remember, 180 minus 65 degree 37 minutes, you will get 114 degree 23 minutes, and the other answer will be 360 minus 65 degree 37 minutes. When you simplify this, you will get 294 degree and 23 minutes. So this will be the solution for question 3. Okay, question 4. Sine 2x equals to negative 0.5. So let's find the acute angle. So in order to find the acute angle, you have to shift sign, and the value must use the positive value 0.5 in order to obtain the acute angle, and you will obtain 30 degree as the acute angle theta. Next, you have to check the sine of the given value. So here the sine is negative. Okay, so the function sine will be negative in third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, the function sine is negative in third quadrant and fourth quadrant. In third quadrant, it is 180 plus theta, and in fourth quadrant, it is 360 minus theta. So here the angle given is 2x. Therefore, 2x equals to, okay, in third quadrant it is 180 plus theta. Therefore, the theta value is 30. So 180 plus 30, you'll get 210. In fourth quadrant, 360 minus 30, you will get 330. Now remember, here it is given as 2x. The range of x is between 0 and 360 degree. Therefore, 2x, the range will be between 0 and 720 degree. So you have to times 2. Okay, 0 times 2, you get 0. X becomes 2x 360 becomes 720 degree. Therefore, the value of angle 2x lies between 0 and 720. Now, since the range is until 720, therefore you have to plus the first answer here, 210. You have to go one more round, therefore you plus 360 degree. The same thing you do for 330 plus another 360 degree. Okay, next you have to calculate the x. So if 2x is 210, therefore x will be 105. 2x equals to 330, so x will be 165 degree. Okay, so here 210 plus 360, you will get 570. So 2x equals to 570. Therefore, x is 285 degree. Okay, and the last one, 330 plus 360, you will get 690. So 2x equals to 690. So divide 2, you will get 345 degree. So you have to check the range. Now the x values, okay, make sure it lies between 0 and 360 degree. So here the angle here fulfills the condition. Therefore, all these four answers are accepted as the solution. Question 5. Tangent x equals to cotangent 38 degree. Cotangent 38 equals to tangent 52 degree. Why? Now remember, in previous lesson we have learned complementary angles. The cofunction of cotangent is tangent, and the complementary angle of 38 degree will be 90 minus 38. So that will give you 52 degree. So now we have tangent x as tangent 52 degree. So from here we can obtain the acute angle theta. So theta is 52 degree. Now if you check the value of tangent 52, it is a positive value. Since the value is positive, therefore the quadrant here, you have to refer to the quadrant where tangent is positive. So tangent positive in first quadrant and third quadrant. In first quadrant it is theta, and in third quadrant 180 plus theta. Now you can obtain the x values. So theta here is 52 degree. In third quadrant it is 180 plus theta, therefore 180 plus 52, that will give you 232 degree. So these are the answers for question 5. Question 6. Cos x equals to negative tangent 37. Okay, so here you need to find the value of tangent 37. So use your calculator and get the value. Okay, so you'll get negative 0.7536. Okay, so cos x here equals to negative 0.7536. Okay, now you have to find the acute angle. Remember, in order to find the acute angle, you have to press shift cos 0.7536. Neglect the sign, negative sign first. Okay, just use the positive value and find the acute angle. So the acute angle here is 41 degree 6 minutes. Okay, so once you have the acute angle, next thing you have to check the sign. So the sign here is negative. Okay, cos negative will be in second quadrant and third quadrant. Again, cos negative in second quadrant and third quadrant. Okay, therefore, in second quadrant it is 180 minus theta, and in third quadrant it is 180 plus theta. Okay, now you can find the x values. So 180 minus theta, theta is 41 degrees 6 minutes. You will obtain 138 degree 54 minutes. 180 plus the second value, 180 plus theta, so 180 plus 41 degree 6 minutes, which will give you 221 degree and 6 minutes. So these are the possible values of x for question 6. Okay, question 7. Sine x plus 10 equals to cos 65 degree. Now remember, cos 65 degree equals to, okay, cos, the cofunction of cos is sine, and the complementary angle of 65 will be 25. Okay, so now we have sine x plus 10 equals to sine 25 degree. Okay, therefore the acute angle theta equals to 25 degree, and the value of sine 25 here is positive. Therefore the function sine is positive in first quadrant and second quadrant. Okay, sine positive in first quadrant and second quadrant. In first quadrant theta, in second quadrant 180 minus theta. Okay, now we can find the value of x plus 10. Remember, it is not just x, but then it is x plus 10. So x plus 10 equals to theta. Theta is 25 degree. The other one, 180 minus 25, you will get 155. Okay, now you can find the x. So x equals to, remember, x plus 10 equals to 25. Therefore x is 15. The other value, x plus 10 equals to 155. Therefore x is 145 degree. So these are the possible values of x. Question 8. The given equation is 3 secant in bracket 3 over 2x plus 75 equals to negative 6. So here the x, the angle here is not just x, but then it is 3 over 2x plus 75. Therefore you have to modify the range. So the value here you have to times with 3 over 2, 10 plus 75. Therefore the new range for 3 over 2x plus 75 lies between 75 degree and 615 degree. Okay, so let's continue with the question. So here you can bring the 3, go the other side, and you will get secant 3 over 2 x plus 75 equals to negative 2. Remember, secant is the reciprocal of cos. So here you can rewrite it as 1 over cos 3 over 2x plus 75 degree equals to negative 2, or cos 3 over 2x plus 75 equals to negative 1 over 2. Okay, now you can find the acute angle. So acute angle will be cos, shift cos 1/2. Remember to take the positive value. Therefore, your theta now is 60 degree. Okay, and if you check the value here, it is negative. Okay, cos negative in second quadrant and third quadrant. Okay, cos negative in second quadrant and third quadrant. In second quadrant, it is 180 minus theta. In third quadrant, it is 180 plus theta. And remember, based on the range here, you cannot stop with one round. You have to go another one more round. Therefore, the 180 you plus with 360, that will be 540 minus theta. And you do the same thing for the angle in third quadrant. So 540 plus theta. Okay, now 3/2x plus 75 equals to, okay, so for the first value 180 minus 60, you will get 120. The second value 180 plus 60, 240. Next 540 minus 60, you will get 480. Okay, and the fourth value 540 plus 60, you will get 600. Okay, simplify until you find the x. Okay, so the x values are 30 degree, 110 degree, 270 degree, and 350 degree. Okay, so these are the possible values of x, and they fulfill the given range, that is from 0 until 360 degree. So with that, we have solved question 8. Question 9, you are given 2 tangent x minus pi over 4 equals to 2.24. So here you can change the pi value as 180 degree. So 180 over 4, you will get 45 degree. So continue with the equation. Okay, so you have 2 tangent in bracket x minus 45 degree equals to 2.24. Okay, you can move the 2 over here, go to the right hand side, okay, and simplify, and you will have tangent x minus 45 degree in bracket equals to 1.12. Okay, now you can find the acute angle. So shift tangent 1.12, you will obtain the acute angle as 48 degree and 14 minutes. Okay, now if you check the value here, it is a positive value. So tangent positive will be in first quadrant and third quadrant. So the quadrant involved in this question will be quadrant 1 and quadrant 3. So in first quadrant it is theta, in third quadrant it is 180 plus theta. Okay, so now we can find the value of x minus 45. So in first quadrant it is 48 degree 14 minutes, the value of theta. Okay, that is the acute angle. In third quadrant you have to plus 180 90 with the acute angle, that is 48 degree 14 minutes. So now you can solve to find the x. Okay, remember, form the equation x minus 45 equals to 48 degree 14 minutes, and you simplify the equation, you will get 93 degree and 14 minutes. Okay, the second equation will be x minus 45 equals to the total of this. Okay, simplify and you will get the answer as 273 degree and 14 minutes. Okay, so with that we have solved question 9, and before that you need to check if the value of x here fulfill the given range of x. So the x must lie between 0 and 360. So the answer here does fulfill the range given. Therefore, these are the final answer. Question 10. You are given a quadratic equation involving trigonometric function. So here I am going to let y as cos x. Okay, now remember, cos square x equals to cos x, okay, the whole thing you square. So cos x in bracket square equals to cos square x. So here when I take the cos x as y, now the equation can be written as 3y square plus 8y minus 3 equals to 0. So now you can factorize the equation, okay, and you will obtain 3y minus 1 and y plus 3 as the factors. So for the first factor, the y value is 1 over 3, and for the second factor, the y is negative 3. So change the y back to cos x. So cos x equals to 1 over 3, and the other value is cos x equals to negative 3. Now cos x equals to negative 3 cannot be solved, so you neglect this equation. Okay, so we just have one equation here to find the x. So first find the acute angle. So shift cos 1 over 3 and you will get 70 degree and 32 minutes. Okay, next you check the value. So the value here is positive 1 over 3. So cos positive will be in first quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, so in first quadrant, okay, the quadrants are, before that we list out the quadrants. So quadrants involved here is first quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, so in first quadrant it is theta, and in fourth quadrant it is 360 minus theta. Okay, now you can calculate the x value. Therefore the x values are, okay, in first quadrant it is 70 degree and 32 minutes. In fourth quadrant it is 360 minus the acute angle, that is 70 degree 32, and you will obtain 289 degree and 28 minutes. So these are the values of x for question 10. Now in this case I have changed the cos x as y. If you prefer, you can straight away continue with the given equation. You factorize and then you solve to find the x values. Okay, question 11. You are given sine x equals to -3 cos x. So here you have sine and cos at the same time. So what you can do is, remember, tangent x equals to sine x over cos x. So make sure you remember the relation between tangent, sine and cos. Tangent x equals to sine x over cos x. So here I'm going to shift the cos x, go the other side. Therefore I'll get sine x over cos x equals to -3. So now I can convert the sine over cos as tangent x equals to -3. So once you have reached this step, now you can find the acute angle. So the acute angle for this case will be 71 degree and 34 minutes. Now remember how to find the acute angle. Shift tangent 3. Just take the positive value. And if you see here, the quadrant involved will be quadrant 2 and 4. Why 2 and 4? Now here the value is negative. So tangent negative will be in second quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, so in second quadrant it is 180 minus theta, and in fourth quadrant it is 360 minus theta. So here the theta is 71 degree 34 minutes. So you can substitute the value of theta in order to find the x. So the x here equals to 180 minus 71 degree 34 minutes, and the other value is 360 minus 71 degree 34 minutes. Simplify this and you will get the value of x. So the first value will be 108 degree 26 minutes, and the other value will be 288 degree and 26 minutes. So these are the possible values of x for question 11. So here just remember, tangent can also be written as the ratio between sine and cos. So tangent x equals to sine x over cos x. With that, we have come to the end of the lesson. Thanks for watching and do subscribe for more videos.